Okay, this will be a different one. We haven't done one of these for a long time. I don't do them very often, so I'm wondering. We're just going to keep it on the default. Let's have a look. What do we got? This one's going to be a fascinating one. Okay, I wonder how big we're going to make this. I don't know how big it is on the glass, and it's going to be an awkward size. So I may be punting at 200%. We'll soon find out. I don't do many of these, but I found it on the driveway near my place, or at the block of units I live. So I'm going to take advantage of this, even though I don't normally go looking for them. Let's see what we're going to. Actually, we're going to leave it on that. This will be an interesting one. I think we're going to leave it off. We're just going to get in here. We might do a negative one if we feel like it, but this one's a pretty kind of thing, so it might be more justice to it if we try to keep it fairly natural. So I think we're going to keep it on there. We're going to keep things. What else are we going to do? We're going to leave it at that, or we're going to go to the colour balance. So we're going to make the colours. So we're just going to add a little bit of magenta because it's mostly green. Okay, just a little bit. So it's going to be, we'll see how it goes. I don't know how big it is, but it's an interesting piece. You don't see me doing these very often, but I used to do them a lot when I was young. It is a piece of plant. We're going to do this front bit, so we're just going to somehow get it to lay down in the, it's a bit bigger than an A6, I think. It's much bigger than an A6. I'm wondering if maybe we're going to make it A5 to fit A5, so we're not going to make such a large enlargement. We're just going to get out of that and put it on that. We're going to enlarge this to A4 from A5. So we're going to put it in the, I've just got to show you where it's going. So it's going to go in the A5 area. So I'm wondering it's hard to get these positioned nicely. So I'm wondering if we just gently lower the dock feeder on it. We're not going to crush it, we're just going to squash it a little bit. And now I'm just, with my right hand, I'm hitting the start key, let it scan the image. Now the scanning's done, I can just lift the dock feeder up and just hit the finish and then hit the start key, which is Konica Minolta's stupidity. This is certainly not what I call innovation. This is bloody stupid. This is going backwards. You think maybe a vintage machine did this, but even vintage copiers don't do this. Now it's pausing. It's probably stabilising the image, even though it still says printing. It doesn't even show it all the time on the screen, but that seems to be the logical thing that it's doing, why it's paused. So it's very slow. So the first copy out will be pretty slow in a lot of cases. Let's see what we've done. Okay, that's interesting. So there's a plant. It looks pretty natural. I'm wondering if we're going to do more or whether we're just going to call it quits. I wonder, we're just going to call it quits.